Hey yogis, I'm Sarah and you're very welcome to join me for today's class to help calm the mind and let go of any anxieties or worries you might be holding on to. Together, we'll work consciously on releasing stress in the mind and loosening tension in our bodies, creating an environment of calm and tranquility. This class is suitable for everyone and all you'll need is a cushion or a pillow. We're starting today's class in Baddha-Konasana, so you can stay sitting on your cushion or your pillow just for a little bit more height in the hips and a little bit more comfort today. Starting out with the soles of the feet touching and dropping the knees heavy. You can keep the legs as close to you or as far away from you as you want today. Just want to sit nice and comfortably. Just begin to maybe shake the knees a little bit, just to get a bit of movement into the hips. Dropping the shoulder blades down the back. I want to start today's class with our eyes closed and begin to bring the awareness inwards. Begin to find some stillness in the body. You can take hold of the ankles, and the feet, into the knees. And just begin to draw your awareness into the mind. Just notice how busy it is. There's a lot of noise. Maybe it's something that's been bothering you. Or maybe it's just trying to find that moment of peace, of quiet. And just notice where you're at. I'm not going to try and force any change today. I just want to become aware. See if we can let go. See if we can find more space. Begin to lengthen softly through the spine so we're not scrunching our shoulders. Sitting nice and tall. As you begin to hinge forward, you gently soften and lower the upper body down as it melts towards the mat. You can always around the spine once you come down with a nice long spine. Maybe you want to rest the arms under the legs and keep them long out in front of you. And just beginning to nestle and settle into this pose. Beginning to draw your awareness to your breath. Noticing each inhale and each exhale. Beginning to find more length with the inhale. By inhaling to a count of 4 and exhaling to a count of 4. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Gently begin to make your way and sitting up nice and tall, and just shake through the knees again. For this class, if you can try and keep your eyes closed as much as possible. Keeping your awareness with your breath and how everything feels. Gently begin to drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. And just hold here. And then gently bring back to center. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Just to let go of a little bit of tension there. Begin to round the spine as you drop the gaze. Inhale, open forward, sitting nice and tall. Bring a small arch to your lower back as you maybe look towards the sky. Drop the head back, drop the shoulders, and then gently come back to center. And make our way into puppy pose from here. So you can cross over our ankles, remove your pillow or your cushion to the side just for the moment. We're going to walk our way through the tabletop. Keep the knees stacked under the hips. We're going to walk the hands forward and gently begin to melt the chin or the forehead down to the mat. Now you can bring your pillow or your cushion down in front of you as you begin to rest your chin down onto the cushion. Just if you'd like a little bit more support, a little bit more space. As you begin to stretch and release through the shoulders, and find more space through the spine. Staying, keeping our awareness, our focus on our breath. On your next inhale, we're going to begin to press into both hands as we lift our forearms away from the mat. Inhale, begin to press and look forward towards the top of the mat. And exhale, gently lower back down onto the mat. Inhale, begin to lift and look forward. Exhale, soften back down. Once again, inhale, lifting and looking forward. Exhale, back down. Last one, inhale, lift. This time stay holding up. We're going to bring our right hand under the left arm and rest down onto the right ear. Bring your left hand around and maybe tuck it in between the right hip and the right leg, or you can just rest it on top of the body. Gently close the eyes as we're stretching deep into the shoulders. Lovely poses if you tend to hold a lot of anxiety, a lot of your stress in the upper body. Breathing in deeply through the body. Bring your left hand, planting it down onto the mat, pressing to the left hand, making your way back up. Rest the right hand out in front of you so you can begin to bring the left arm down and under the body. Resting down onto the left ear, and bring your right hand back around to rest to where it feels comfortable for you. And just settle in. Allow the body to become heavy on the mat. We're trying to let go of the muscles, letting them become heavy. So not tension or holding on, but we're lengthening, finding a release. As we calm the muscles, we find space to calm the mind. Bring the right hand back around, plant it in front of you, press down onto the mat. We're just going to make our way to sitting onto our heels. Sitting back on your heels. Now, if this feels a little bit uncomfortable, sometimes this can be quite challenging depending on where your body's at today. You can always come to a cross-legged seated position, or you can rest your cushion or your pillow in between your hips and your heels. Wherever you are, sitting nice and tall, find that length through the spine. Bring your arms back around behind you, interlace your fingers, and roll your shoulder blades down away from the ears. Tilt the head back, look towards the sky. Drop the shoulders. And gently begin to release the arms away from the lower back. Bring it a bit deeper, opening through the chest. Finding space with each breath. Gently begin to bring the arms back. The lower back, we're going to bring our arms around towards the left. Keeping the fingers interlaced. And begin to drop left ear towards the left shoulder to find a nice opening through the right side. You can begin to tilt the head forward and back, up and down, very slowly with as much awareness as possible. If, like me, you hold your tension, you hold all your stress and your anxieties in your shoulders and in your neck, this can be lovely just to feel out the knots, work through the creaks, release that tension. If you hear any creaks in the body, work through it, release, send the breath to those areas. And gently bring your head back to center, bring your arms around to rest towards the right as you draw your right ear to the right shoulder. Find yourself and then begin to tilt the head forward and back, keeping that steady, soft movement. Noticing how one side of the body feels to the next. And gently bring the head back to center. Bring the arms back behind you. Release the fingertips. Draw the arms out in front of you as you interlace the fingers and press the arms away around your spine and drop your gaze. Feeling a lovely opening through the whole of the back, your shoulders, through each vertebrae, into the back of the neck. Begin to draw the arms over towards the left, making our way into a bit of a twist. As we open through the right side of the body, we release the fingers, take hold of the right wrist with the left arm, drawing it across a little bit deeper. And release. Take the clasp back, release towards the front, and taking it over to the right. Take hold of the left wrist with the right hand, drawing a little bit deeper. Bring yourself deeper in. Soften, not holding tension. Lovely. Releasing back through center. Begin to lengthen through the spine as you drop the shoulder blades down the back. Flip the palms so they face out in front of you as you begin to reach the arms up and overhead, stretching through the sides of the body, really pressing into the palms, find length through the sides of the body. Maybe you want to tilt the head back to open through the front of the neck. Draw the arms behind the ears. Just stretch and find as much space through your body as you can. And gently release the hands back down behind you once again. Interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulder blades back. From here, you can stay here, or if you'd like to take it deeper, we're going to begin to hinge forward from the hips. Lift the hips away from the heels as your forehead meets the mat. So your hips are going to be up away from the body, and then you can gently begin to reach the arms up and away from the lower back. It's a really deep opening into the shoulders. I find this pose such a calming pose, as it really allows me to look within. I'm going to stay here for another breath wherever you are. And use your exhale to gently bring your arms back down, sitting up nice and tall. Once again, release the arms. From here, make your way into a tabletop. Realign as much as you need to bring your right foot in front of you and your left foot back behind you. Make your way into your pigeon pose. So from your low lunge, we begin to walk the right foot over towards the left side of the mat and rest the right leg down. Begin to sit up nice and tall as you lengthen through the spine. So you want your right knee over towards the right side of the mat and your right foot towards the left side of the mat. Inhale, find length. This is where you can take your cushion, you can rest it under the right hip, just for a little bit more support today. No need to go to relax. This is all about releasing. Begin to walk the fingertips forward. Inhale, and as you exhale, gently begin to release and soften down a little bit deeper. So maybe you stay high up on your hands, or you want to come down onto your forearms, or maybe you want to rest the body down onto the mat. And wherever you want to go, soften in and begin to let go. Begin to really nestle the body in on itself. And as you draw your awareness back to your breath, inhaling full to that deep bottom of the belly. Exhale, release the breath out through the body. Inhale and exhale. Begin to walk your hands back up. Lengthen through the spine, find that space. You can move your cushion or pillow off to the side. Bring your foot back in, make your way back to your tabletop. You want to just extend that right leg back, press into the heel. Just shake around, maybe come into a down dog, whatever you need to do, just to stretch out the hip. And when you're ready, we're going to make our way to the next side. Bring your left foot up into your low lunge. Walk the foot across to the right side of the mat this time. Drop the knee down. Walk the right leg back for more space. Lengthen through the spine. You can bring the cushion to rest under the left hip as you begin to lower the body down towards the mat. And coming back into your pigeon pose. Soften in, release for 5 breaths. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale, gently come out of the pose. Walk the hands, plant them back down. Bring the knee back a little bit more. You can pop your cushion off to the side. Back into tabletop. Pressing into the left heel. Shimmying slightly. Shaking out that hip. And from here, cross over the ankles. And make our way back. I'm just sitting onto our mat. And from here, make your way onto your back, lying down. So you could use your cushion, rest it. Maybe under your hips, under your head, under your knees, wherever feels good to you today. I want you to rest your hands down to the very lower part of the belly and make a little diamond out of your hands. So bring your thumbs and your index fingers touching. I'm just going to take a moment to come back to the breath. And just notice now where the mind is at. Does the body feel a little bit slower, a little bit more open? Just find and feel that release as we soften and melt. I'm going to leave you here. You can move into Shavasana if you want. You can release the hands, the palms to face the sky. And I would definitely encourage you today to stay as long as possible in Shavasana, just focusing on the breath, allowing yourself to unwind and take this time, this well-deserved and well-needed time just for you. You're exactly where you need to be. Well, thank you for joining me for today's class. I do hope you enjoyed it. Namaste.